Hello, Angelo Lambropoulos, Principal of Lambros Realty. Here I am for the first Cherrybrook property market update for 2023. Firstly, a very happy new year to you all. I hope you had a lovely new year, Christmas, safe, and enjoyed the festivities with family and loved ones. So I'll get straight into it. So here we are, the January 2023 property market update for Cherrybrook. So far, again, just to reiterate for those that are tuning in for the first time, all the data will be based on homes, 4 bedrooms plus, just to keep it as accurate as possible so there's no distorted figures with median. So just putting it out there. So for January 2023, there's been 5 registered home sales recorded, a median amongst those sales sitting at 2,020,000. The highest sale recorded being 2,550,000, and average days on market sitting at 39. So if we compare this to January 2022, there were 3 registered home sales with the median price sitting at 2,030,000. The highest sale recorded being 2.7 million, my apologies, and average days on market sitting at 30. So as you can see, sales volumes are down. Well, you can't see it because this data I didn't talk about it just there, but sales volumes are down by 11 in comparison to the previous month, being December 2022. Keeping in mind with Christmas, December, people are offloading stock, a few more transactions, and it quietens down in January to be expected. And it's 2 sales up from January 2022. So just to give you the stats on December 22 for you, the median price was sitting at 2,115,000 with 16 registered home sales for December 2022. So the median price among home sales is down 4.49% from December 2022 and is down just shy of 0.5% from this time last year, being January 2022. The thing to remember is the sales volumes, are not indicative. So as you can see, this is 1/3 of the sales volumes as what there was in December. So just something to be mindful of there. The average days on market currently sits at 39 days, being for January 23, and my apologies, just revising the notes, and this is compared with 25 days to that of December 2022. So when we look at the overview of the year 2022 to see how it performed broadly, there were 141 registered sales. Now this is compared to 201 in 2021. Okay, you may see where I'm going with this. The current median sale price sits at 2.1 compared to the previous median sale price of 2,055,000. So this is 2.2% price growth based on 342 sales over the last 2 rolling 12-month periods. Just got a helicopter going overhead, so I'll just let that pass before I go into detail again. So so as you can see there, sales volumes are clearly down, okay? There are no auction results to report for January 2023. All sales were sold by way of private treaty. Now, when it comes to homes publicly listed for sale at present, just to reiterate, it's the 4-bedroom plus. There are currently 23 homes publicly listed for sale at this point in time, the date of this recording being Friday, the 3rd of February 2023. And this is 8 homes less from last data recording when I recorded on Friday, the 4th of February 2021, where there were 31 homes sitting on the market. As far as the rental market's concerned, the median price is currently sitting at $750 per week with a rental yield of 1.9%. This is up 0.1%, and this is based on 232 rentals over the past 12 months. So just to summarize, in my humble opinion, again, don't take this as gospel or anything, but just to summarize this data and where do I think we're heading this year, but here in Cherrybrook. So I expect Cherrybrook to weather the storm. I do say this, and when I was talking about the sales volumes, you may see where I'm going with this. The telltale sign is when you look at the registered sales. Okay, so when sales start to drop in line with negative market conditions, it shows that it's a property market that isn't under financial stress. So the low sales volumes in 2022 indicate that the vast majority of homeowners are not under financial stress here in Cherrybrook. And whilst home buyers are going to have the would-be home buyers at once upon a time looking to buy in Cherrybrook, their restricted home borrowing capacity isn't gonna it's not going to force a seller's hand. Okay. As for what I am expecting to happen as well is home buyers that were originally looking to buy in respectively more expensive locations within around the vicinity of Cherrybrook here, so whether it be Beecroft, West Pennant Hills, local areas, Epping, people are now going to start to consider Cherrybrook as a more favorable value for money alternative. Not everyone, but you will start to see a shift in people perhaps coming from sort of Lane Cove, West Ryde, those sort of regions, because they're sort of being pushed out. So, which comes back to lending restrictions, and this is plain and simply the ripple effect. So ripple effect being when property markets, for instance, boom elsewhere, they force people to buy in outer suburbs. The difference here is, on the corrective trajectory, which has been happening across the Sydney property market, broadly speaking, a lot of people have opted not to sell because they're not under financial pressure. Buyers are now forced to buy and they need somewhere to live. Obviously, the home shortage and slow start of new builds, which then forces them into areas where it's okay, well, people will accept this amount. So just something to be mindful of there. So again, I'm not don't have a crystal ball or anything, but again, just to reiterate what I said in November last year, for those of you that did watch the video, I did say that mark that as perhaps the changing of the guard. I know there's a lot of negative press and media at the moment talking about the rise in interest rates and the inflationary pressures, and don't get me wrong, that there will be areas that will be hurt by that, and hopefully those that are in that position, I hope everything's okay and you get through it. But from a Cherrybrook property market perspective, you're going to see very little to no impact. So that sums it up, just the summary. On a closing note, I just wanted to mention we now have moved office when we've now become a satellite office. So the beauty of this is we're now available 24/7. So you can see my details there. That now allows me to service you all. And as a business, we can service you all whenever you need us. As I said, 24/7, 10, 11 o'clock at night. Those that deal with our business know that we are responding at that time. So we're not just saying it. So it's allowed us to open different avenues and different channels that we haven't before. So yeah, we're covering a broader spectrum now. Broader Sydney, not just Cherrybrook. So obviously, for those of you that do need real estate assistance, our core focus and area of operation obviously is Cherrybrook. Just some exciting news there. So stay tuned. We've got the new website on its way and a few other exciting things coming. So yeah, thanks for tuning in and good to have you, and stay tuned for the rest of the year, and I'll keep you updated with these updates. And if you need anything, call me.